Friends, today we are going to talk about a movie that is full of time travel, friendship, sacrifice, and obsession, and its twist will shake your mind. It begins with a romantic, emotional moment. We see Ryan Winrich, a brilliant scientist whose life revolves around science and time travel. With him is his partner, Caitlin Webb, a doctor. Ryan reminds her of 1996, Shadowbrook Elementary, the girl with pigtails. Caitlin has that same chain around her neck. Ryan asks if it is still there. Caitlin says she never took it off. Ryan admits he waited so long because he was scared that everything would change and he would lose Caitlin. Caitlin says she cannot watch him leave. Ryan says only this: have faith. Just then Ryan's phone rings. On the other side, Jaff panics and shouts that Ryan should come to the lab immediately. There is a bomb in the event chamber. Some crazy man has entered inside with a bomb. Ryan goes numb. He calls Caitlin, but it goes to voicemail. Ryan tries again and again, but Caitlin does not pick up. Ryan runs toward the building. The alarm is blaring. Evacuation has started. Security stops him, says he cannot go inside, but Ryan does not stop. The system announces that terminal lock has been engaged. Then the scene shifts. Ryan and Caitlin are already in an argument. Caitlin says now nothing will be like before, and this is all their fault. Ryan calms her down, but Caitlin breaks down and says they let him go. They were selfish, and now he is gone. She is talking about their friend Nate, who is no longer in this world. Caitlin says she cannot bear it anymore. Ryan says he cannot stop. He has come very close. Nate will never forgive him if he stops now. Caitlin, in pain, says Nate is gone. First Bill went, then Nate, and she cannot lose Ryan too, because he is the only one left. Ryan says this is not only about the two of them. Bill and Nate did not need to die. If they complete this, then maybe everything can change. Caitlin asks, is Ryan doing this for them or for himself? Ryan breaks down and says he does not know himself. Caitlin asks one last time, if I tell you to stop, will you stop? Ryan says now it is not possible to step back. Caitlin understands that Ryan's decision is final. Ryan orders, power up the portal. The system announces that the accelerator activation sequence has started. Ryan explains that Nate gave a clue. After the accident, analysis showed the transport happened to a time more than 75 years old. Nate solved the pulse resonance. He changed the number of dimensions in the equation. He was right from the start. Now we just have to stabilize the carrier frequency so that on re-entry the tissue samples remain viable. The experiment is successful. The system announces emergence successful, cellular cohesion intact, quantum incoherence nominal, tachyon syncopation achieved. Ryan says, done. Now the last step, he looks at the lab mouse. Good luck, Edward. The system gives a warning that a biological organism has been detected. Ryan overrides it. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Delivery successful. Then the emergence countdown. 7 to 1. The result comes. Specimen cohesion intact. Quantum incoherence nominal. Tachyon syncopation achieved. Edward time travels and comes back safely. The team confirms. Everything is fine. Edward is normal. This is the first successful living organism time travel. Ryan, emotional, says, everyone did this together. Bill and Nate would be proud. The team celebrates. Ryan's colleagues take out champagne hidden inside their lab coats. A toast happens. There will be a rain of Nobel Prizes. Then everyone toasts to Nathan and Edward, time-traveling mouse. A young member starts to take a drink, so Ryan jokes that he is still young. Edward is also given a little champagne. Everyone laughs that he is already sloppy drunk. Some people fear that there will be trouble, but someone says, today we are celebrating. Let it be. The scene cuts outside where a crowd of reporters surrounds Dr. Winrich. It has leaked to the press that something big happened in the lab. Questions: did a living creature go through the portal? Will Dr. Winrich be the first human to time travel? What does it mean for the future? Ryan just says no comment and goes inside. Scene shift to past and we see a grand presentation. Ryan, with Nate and Caitlin, formally introduces Quantum 42, the world's first temporal manipulation portal. The team takes positions and the demonstration begins. Ryan says the emergence timer is at 10 seconds. An object will go 10 seconds into the future and will return after 10 seconds. He also says that only non-conductive materials can go through the portal. If conductive metal goes, the portal can collapse. The audience asks if it collapses, then what about the energy? Ryan says the energy will dissipate, so the event chamber is blast-proof. Countdown, 8 to 1, delivery successful, then emergence, 7 to 1, the object returns. Ryan announces, you just saw time travel. Just then Larry Fincher, a reporter from Science Journal America, asks, how is such a big portal being powered? Nate takes him to show a secret, J-Lab, also known as Big Bertha. This is an atomic feedback generator, a giant nuclear battery that amplifies energy. Nate says NASA also wants it, and the whole feedback system is internal. In an accident, the discharge will be safely pacified. Larry asks, by playing with Heisenberg, could there be a permanent hole in space-time? Nate laughs and says that to make a permanent black hole, you would need unimaginable energy, so it is safe. Then he shows the original marbles that went through the portal years ago, and jokes, this is where the Lost My Marbles ones are found. The team thanks Larry for credible journalism. Meanwhile, Ryan suddenly stops, like he has seen a ghost. Caitlin asks what happened. Ryan says he is just tired. Caitlin says, let's go outside and eat pie. Nate will cover it. Ryan, emotional, says, everything is happening exactly the way Bill said it would. Caitlin says Bill was right about Ryan. Ryan is going to change the world. Ryan asks what kind of feeling it is. Just then Nate comes. My two favorite people in time and space. Nate asks how long until a human goes through the portal. Ryan jokes, I told Larry, now I will have to kill him, and gives a hint about another secret. Larry asks what it feels like to be among the top names after Einstein. Ryan says fame is strange, and still there is loneliness. Nate laughs and says, forget Einstein. The scene shifts outside. A religious protest group is shouting, choose faith. Their leader says humans have no right over time. Science has gone too far. Nate recognizes him. This is Abner Rosen, the bully from Shadowbrook. Abner shouts, these are Satan's disciples. Ryan says, let's go, but Nate stops and mocks. Evolution is a lie. Jesus rode a dinosaur, and the earth is flat. Abner says Satan has covered everyone's eyes. Nate gets angry, but Ryan and Caitlin pull him away. From behind, Abner shouts, don't challenge the laws. Nate turns and says, keep drinking Kool-Aid, Abby. Back in the lab, the experiment fails. Protein breakdown detected. Ryan is frustrated. Organic material should have stayed stable, but there is a fault in the pulse resonance. Nate explains, every atom has a frequency. As soon as it passes through the portal, matter goes out of sync with the universe. Inorganic things, marbles, survive, but living tissue breaks under membrane strain. The equation corrects the electromagnetic change, still the result does not work. Nate makes a change. Caitlin reminds, no more mice until the kinks are solved. Nate says have faith. Instead of changing the resonance at emergence, change it at entry, then readjust with the exit wave. It runs, delivery successful, emergence countdown, then error, stability fail, cohesion collapse. It fails again. The team goes to a bar. Nate toasts, in the name of Bella, Science's mouse, who must now be eating a giant cheese wheel in the sky. He motivates everyone. This is also one step toward success. Ryan becomes sad. He misses Bill. Nate says he is also jealous of Bill. Bill must have found the answer about what happens after death. Everyone toasts in the name of Bill Marshall. In the bar, someone says, tomorrow we will try again. And Nate laughs and nods his head. Caitlin starts to leave, but stops for dessert. In 16 years, she has never skipped it. Nate jokingly leaves in a cab. Whatever has to happen, let it happen. Call me if you need. Now Ryan and Caitlin are alone. Ryan says he does not remember when the last time was. Caitlin says, November 4th, 2004, election night. Everyone was outside. They both were in the lab. Ryan was so intense in work that when he noticed, Caitlin got nervous and dropped the test slides. Glass scattered, her finger got cut. The scar is still there today. Caitlin shows the scar and says, some things do not fade even with time. Scene shift. Jeff is alone in the lab late at night. Dr. Beaumont, meaning Nate, comes, refuses help, turns on terminal encryption, and starts the accelerator activation sequence. At the same time, Ryan remembers Bill's words. People live between moments. It is easy to be afraid, but if you face the moment, everything becomes clear. A call from the lab. Jeff says Nate has locked the doors. The system is not responding. Ryan and Caitlin run. The system announces, biological organism detected. Safety protocols disengage. Nate, drunk, shouts, time for human trials. Doors overridden from the mainframe. The channel opens. Ryan convinces him, come out, we will do the changes together. Nate says he has solved it. To prove it, Nathan Charles Beaumont will become the first-time traveler. Caitlin cries, after so much drinking, it is not safe. Ryan tries terminal access. Access denied. Nate, see you soon. Portal activates. Delivery successful. Emergence countdown. Nate goes into the portal. Countdown 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and silence in the chamber. In the investigation, the detective asks, suicidal signs? Ryan, no. On purpose? Don't know. Lab report, the substance found is human remains. Blood type matches Dr. Beaumont. And the cellular decay is 75 plus years old, while Nate was 28. How? Flashback. The three do their first big test. Caitlin feeds the transfer. Power steady. 22.5 resonance. Portal active. Ryan counts down. 3, 2, 1. and exactly 10 seconds later, the marbles return from the future. All three shout, "Time machine!" Ryan runs to tell Bill, but Bill's face has changed. He collapses. Heart attack. Ryan shouts, "911!" Nate runs. With his last strength, Bill only says, "Finish it." In the hospital, the doctor says that it was Bill's heart, and he is sorry. Bill Marshall is gone. Ryan breaks down. He says he owes Bill so much that he cannot even imagine who he would be without Bill. Nate and Caitlin are also emotional. Nate reminds him, when they first met, they were nerdy misfit kids, and Bill was the one who made them a team. 13 years have passed, but everything still feels like yesterday. Scene to Ryan's childhood. Little Ryan wakes up at night in shock. His mother, Gail, asks what happened. Ryan says everything is fine, just go to sleep. At the funeral, people say Bill was a rare man, teacher, mentor, and friend, who made you believe you could become more than yourself. He never knew his real father, but he wished Bill had been his father. Bill made him what he is today. Ryan's mother says Ryan's dad liked Bill a lot, and wherever he is, Dad will be proud of Ryan. Nate says to Ryan, "I need to talk right now." Just then, Dean Foster comes and says Bill left big savings for research with strict instructions. Bill wanted a new wing built at Miskatonic University, William Marshall School of Temporal Sciences, dedicated to Ryan and the team's work and to Bill's legacy. Ryan has no words left. Flashback. School days. Bill Marshall in class explains electrostatics by showing sparks with a Wimshurst machine. Ryan is a sharp student. Bill gives him an H.G. Wells book and says, "Some books change your life." That one opened Bill's thinking. After school, Nathan teases Ryan that there is life beyond science, and a hottie keeps looking at Ryan. Just then, Caitlin comes. Nate jokingly turns the talk aside. Everyone laughs. Ryan says being an only child is fine. Caitlin talks about her little sister, playing, dress up, birthdays, and Ryan's face suddenly changes, like something old got triggered. She makes an excuse and runs back. In school, Abner Rosen is a bully. Caitlin is alone. Abner snatches her box. Ryan comes back and confronts him. Abner calls him a dork. The teacher comes and sends Abner to detention. Ryan gives Caitlin a gift. Bill told him that today is her birthday. Caitlin says she is not a birthday person, but Ryan says open it. Maybe this will help her forget the bad times and remember the good ones. From far away, Nate shouts jokingly that this is like the Love Boat. While going home, the two of them go through the park. Caitlin gives a race challenge, and then Abner stops them with his gang. Abner grabs Ryan, beats him, and provokes him. Ryan is getting beaten when Nate comes, punches Abner, and saves him. Abner threatens. One day he will find Ryan alone. Nate replies, "I will always be there." Later, Caitlin says thanks and makes a sarcastic comment about Abner's disgustingness. Ryan thanks Nate. Nate says someone had to teach him a lesson. Ryan says he owes him, so Nate laughs and says, "Then introduce me to some hot friend of Caitlin," and teases that Caitlin likes Ryan. Ryan says they are just friends. Then the Sunday surprise party for Bill gets fixed. On Sunday, there is a surprise party for Bill. The kids bring a special gift. The idea was Ryan's. Ryan's notes on the books Bill had given, so that one day they could make a real time machine together. Bill becomes emotional and says these three are his most talented students. When they ask for a wish, Bill says, "My wish is that you three always stay together. You are a great team, and together you can do anything." Then the story comes to Ryan's family birthday. Mom Gail brings the cake. Ryan's dad follows an old family tradition. He sings a funny birthday song that came from his dad and from his dad to him. Ryan feels embarrassed, but laughter spreads in the house. Mom asks what wish he will ask for. Ryan says he cannot tell, otherwise the wish will not come true. Later, grown Ryan is sitting at home watching old videos. Mom says if he wants to talk, she is ready. Ryan says he misses Dad. He wishes he was here now. Mom says wherever he is, Dad is watching over them. The next morning, Ryan says he will walk today. Mom offers to drive, but Ryan says she cannot always protect him. At school, the teacher is teaching Zeno of Alea's Achilles tortoise problem. Ryan is distracted. When the teacher asks, Ryan forgets the answer. From behind, Abner shouts, "Dork!" The teacher sees Ryan's cut lip and sends him to the nurse. When Ryan returns home, he sees Mom has called Dr. Matheson, the church's doctor. Dr. Matheson asks about school. Ryan says everything is fine. The doctor sees the cut on the lip and asks, "Is there trouble?" Ryan denies it. The doctor says Ryan's mother is worried. Ryan does not talk like before since the accident. He shows a photo and asks if he has seen this before. Ryan says it is his photo. The doctor asks how it feels seeing it. Ryan says he misses Dad. The doctor gently asks, "Only Dad's? Who else is in the photo?" Ryan gets confused. Later, the doctor tells Mom that the memories may return, or they may not. The event was extremely traumatic. The mind is still young and fragile. Maybe Ryan will subconsciously block it forever. Mom breaks down and says he does not even remember his sister. Then the story goes further back. Little Ryan is being badly bullied in school by Abner and his gang. They snatch his lunchbox, take money, and make fun of Mom's note by reading it. "Have a good day at school today, Ryan. Love, Mom." Abner laughs and says, "Having a good day? Because mine is amazing." Ryan completely breaks down. Then something strange happens. Ryan sees strange entities, like invisible watchers. Ryan runs in fear, and then a man stops him and says, "Calm down. They cannot hurt you. You are safe." This is Bill Marshall, a professor at Miskatonic University. Bill asks, "Is this the first time you have seen them?" He tells his name and offers to walk with him. Ryan asks what those things were. Bill says it is hard to explain. Most of them are just observers, watchers, that he calls lurkers. They are from a different space, and they check in on our world from time to time. At least that is what they think. Ryan says this is like Flatland. Bill is surprised. He read Abbott in grad school, and this kid already understands the reference. Ryan says his dad gave him that book before he died. Bill says yes, the concept is like that. These do not directly interact. They just observe. They watch natural events. Ryan asks us, meaning? Bill says, people who can see them and want to understand. And many times telling people that you can see something they cannot see is not a good idea. Bill looks at Ryan's pocket and asks, "Do you want to talk about something?" Ryan says he just stopped himself from making a mistake. Bill says, "Good man." Then Gail, worried, asks where Ryan was. The school had called. Bill introduces that he is a professor and Ryan's new friend. Today, Ryan had a very rough day. Gail tells Ryan to go inside and clean up. Bill tells Mom that Ryan is very gifted. Maybe they do not realize. Gail says he is troubled too. Bill says he understands. At his university, there is a class for exceptionally bright and troubled kids. Ryan would fit there. Gail says she just wants the best for Ryan. Bill says, "Please call me Bill." Sometime later, Bill brings Ryan into his class. Ryan is nervous. Bill says, "Take a deep breath. Everything will be fine." After coming inside, Bill says, "Nathan, Caitlin, this is Ryan. He will stay with us for some time." This is where Ryan meets Nathan and Caitlin for the first time. Caitlin shows him the Wimshurst machine, an electrostatic generator. Ryan asks, "Dangerous?" Caitlin says, "Don't touch the current, but you can try the rest." Nate asks, "A game before class?" Ryan says yes. Nate explains the game Cathedral. Place pieces, earn points. Ryan plays a smart move that Caitlin did not know, but showing fair play, he takes the move back. Then the story comes to one night. Ryan is babysitting his little sister Emma. Mom, while leaving, says, "Put Emma to sleep at 9 o'clock. No junk food, no wild parties." As soon as Mom leaves, Emma screams, "Someone was standing at the window. Someone was looking inside." Ryan goes downstairs and then the doorbell rings. Emma screams, "Don't open it." Ryan asks, "Who?" A voice from outside. "A friend." Ryan tells Emma to dial 911. The person outside says he will not hurt them. Just stay calm. He takes Ryan's name and says this is important. Very soon Ryan will invent an incredible machine that can make time travel happen, but he must not let it happen. This is what they want. This is how they come in. This is how it starts. He says they are not watchers. They want to make this world theirs. He has seen what those things can do. They enter the subconscious and manipulate. Ryan will have to resist. He will have to fight them. He says he does not have time. He is jumping through time, unstuck, like the marbles. He has been looking for Ryan for 13 years. Remember, you have to stop them. And then something terrible happens. Ryan screams, "No, no, God, no." Emma also cries. She did not know. Something happens that breaks both children. Then a voice comes. "It's okay. I'll always be here. Remember." After this, it is revealed that this trauma made a hole in Ryan's mind. The doctor says Ryan may subconsciously block it forever. He does not even remember his sister. The doctor shows a photo and asks, "Have you seen this?" Ryan only says he misses Dad. Doctor, "Only Dad? Who else is in the photo?" Ryan remembers nothing. Bill's voice echoes, "Lurkers are only observers. They don't directly interact." And the voice of that mysterious man too. They are not watchers. They want the world. Caitlin's gift, to forget the bad times, to remember the good ones. Ryan, Caitlin's chain, is it still there? Never took it off. Bill, some books change your life. Now the climax. In the lab, the bomb man has already activated the portal. Ryan remembers, Caitlin, our whole life has come to this moment. Jeff, there is a bomb in the event chamber. That same voice. Resist. System warning. Safety protocols disengaged. Blast door lock release failure. Unable to override. Ryan, out of breath, reaches the terminal. His hands are shaking. Red alerts are blinking on the screens. The override is failing again and again. Abner from inside is laughing, crying, saying this machine is the devil's door, and he will end it right here. Inside, he shouts, God chose him. He is a messenger. This is God's will. The portal will be destroyed. Ryan recognizes him. This is Abner Rosen, the same old bully who has now become a religious fanatic. Ryan overrides the terminal. System, activation sequence complete. Terminal override accepted. Blast doors in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The doors open and Ryan overrides the portal activation, and then everything flashes. Bill's surprise party. This was fun. Quantum 42. Caitlin, you are going to change the world. Nate, she likes you. Abner, friends won't always be there. Nate, oh, I'll be there. I'll always be here. The warning about conductive metal. Abner's scream, this is how the world ends. Then silence. Bill's last words echo, people live between moments. It is easy to be afraid, but if you face the moment, the rest becomes clear. And a voice again says, remember. Friends, this story shows that time travel is not only science, it is also the weight of choices. Ryan carried guilt and obsession between the memories of Bill, Nate, and Emma, and he came close to losing Caitlin. The question stays the same. Will you change the past or accept it? Maybe the real win is to stand in the present without fear.